In case you missed it, yeah, we got the axles out on the back of the 120. So you should probably go and have a look at the other video first so you're up to date with what's going on. This is the, I don't know which side's which, I've got to remember. This is the driver's side with the aftermarket seal, problem seal. Don't do that. Tested and proven right here. Been leaking for a while. Bearings only been there, seals only been in there maybe 100,000 Ks. This is the other side. And you can see, so this one's soaked in oil because this seal leaked and let the oil from the diff out to the bearing. Not good, that ruins the bearing. By washing the grease out, this side, see all the dirt and debris. This side is the one that let the water in. And how did it do that? Just to recap, this is a good O-ring. On the driver's side, the one that let the oil in. And this is a bad O-ring, you might be able to see the difference. Let the water in. I've had since discovered a bit of copperies on it to stop the water from stopping things from getting worse. And I have ordered some O-rings. I'll confirm size, probably not in this video, in another video, and let you know if it all works out. But at this stage, I believe they're 1mm thick by 10mm outside diameter. The one on the right looks to be in good condition. The one on the left doesn't, and it's the problematic one. And it's probably a good reason why your rear wheel bearings may fail early if this is letting water and dirt into the diff bearing seal area. Just to recap, this is the driver's side with the seal removed. I've done a lot of cleaning, to be honest, and you can still see the corrosion there. It's really important. This is where the new O-ring sits, right in that groove there, that's supposed to seal anything from getting in there. I can tell you, it looks like nothing's been getting in there anyway. As much as we don't like that, you can rub all day. It's not going to come off and you're not going to be able to fill the holes. So nice and clean, a new O-ring, and then some grease like that copper ease in there will help seal it all up and prevent any further corrosion. Nice clean surfaces in here, ready for the new seal installation. This is the driver's side. And this is the passenger side, the one that's had the moisture and the dirt, remember? And you can see the difference. See all this corrosion? This was caked in this, I scraped it out, just full of corrosion, dirt, water's been in there. Just really messy, but we've got a nice clean seal surface there for the seal to go in. This doesn't really matter. There'll be a bit of grease on here as well. Same thing out here, you can see, but not as bad on the corrosion on the surface here, but clean up what you can. Make sure you've got a new quality or genuine O-ring to go there. And again, I'm suggesting a smear of copperies to cover all surfaces to reduce this corrosion, prevent any further corrosion, and it'll stop the water getting through that gap, even getting to the O-ring, is my belief. And I think the evidence with my experience has proven stuff like that. I mean, that's what I've seen. I've been there, done that. Don't use the aftermarket seals, change the O-rings, use genuine bearings. And here's the new genuine seal with a special tool ready to be installed. This is the genuine one. It's got the lines on it that push the oil out. It's the same on the left and right side of the vehicle, part number in the last video. I'm going to go ahead and install those. There's a couple things to take into account. It's 8mm wide, and the space you're putting it in is 11mm wide. So you've got to work out your position with your new parts. I like to re-engineer things and go, well, what's going to work best? To the outside, to the inside, or somewhere in the middle? Let's see where I end up. And this is what it looks like with the new seal installed. I'm not going to say there's a right or wrong way, and I have not read the workshop manual anytime recently. I put a little bit of grease to help it slide in. I used the special tool, took my time nice and slow, remove and keep checking. And then I moved the tool slightly to the side and went around so I know that the front of the seal is flush with that edge there. And I think that's where I like it. And I think from memory, that's where it's meant to go. Technically, you could push it all the way in. It's got another, like I said, it's 8mm thick, and the recess is 11mm. So if you look in there, if it works out, you'll see a gap behind. And I don't think pushing it all the way in is going to be a problem, but I'm pretty sure from memory this is where it's meant to go. Who's got access to the workshop manual? Check it out, let me know. Put it in the comments, let everybody know. Say, hey, Anthony did it wrong. That's not going to work out for him. Or, yeah, he actually did the right thing for once. If we're going to go somewhere in between, it's not going to work out. It's either got to be flush to the outside as it is, or it's got to be pushed all the way in flush to the inside. And I'm pretty sure we've done it both ways before, doing our little testing, because that's how we roll. There's going to be a bit of lubrication on here. Yep, you guessed it, molly coat before the axle goes in. And that grease around the outside. So it's nearly ready for reinstallation. Don't forget your O-ring and your grease and your moly coat, and you're in business. Okay, so with the seals in place, and like I said, it might look like they're in a little bit, but that's flush. You just see that little edge there to give you an idea, and you'll see that 3mm behind, right? Just put them back. Have a look at yours before you pull them out. Put them back how they were is the best advice I can tell you, right? Just have a good look at that. The tool's flat, and it just goes flat against that edge there, which gets that flush there. It's beautiful. Let's move on to what are we going to do with the handbrake shoes. Pressing the bearings is fun and games. You need a special tool to put in your press. You need a strong press. You might break your press or components of the press or the tool, because the bearings can be really tight to get off. But you need a special tool that bolts down onto the bearing and pulls up while you press down on the axle. And you got to be careful not to bend the axle. So some cutting, some grinding. So onto the brake shoes. The brake shoes, look, I've got another set. I've got these brake bonders ones from LSI Auto. And in case you didn't know, right, lsiauto.com.au. LSI, I'll say it quicker than LSA, lsiauto.com.au, and the discount code same as the YouTube channel, 4x4 diesel. All right, they've got your rear shoes for your Hilux, your rear drums, your front disc pads, whatever, for your Prado. You've got the whole lot, right, and other stuff as well. But what I'm talking about mainly is brakes. Brakes is what I use from LSI. The oil filters, I use genuine brake pads because it's cheaper than the dealer. I'm quite happy with their rotors, bada bing, bada boomski, and I said, by the looks of it, this is the shoes. They sell the brake bonders stuff, right? So, but what I'm going to do, you can see it's always one side that's worn down. It's an ongoing thing, see? But what I'll note is, see the handbrake? It's the handbrake side that's got a bit of meat left. And if you measured that up, and I'm not going to measure it up, I'm going to estimate it at 3mm. I'm going to estimate that at 1 to 1.5 on both of those. There's not much left. And I'm going to estimate this at 3mm, and then I estimate the new ones at not much different. So why would I change all 4 shoes when you can get 2 for the price of 1? And that is, it's just a handbrake and an emergency brake. It'll work fine. What's left here without having to change that handbrake, because normally what you do is you just open up that clip and just swap it over. They're all universal, all 4 are the same. And you'd swap it over, although these ones might actually come with, by the looks of it, it might come with a hand. Oh no, it doesn't. It's just got the pin in there. Thought it might come with it. Anyway, so I'm going to use 2 of these. They've got the pin there. If it didn't have the pin there, then you just tap that out. You know, these ones, you can just tap it out and swap it over. You can do whatever you want. So you can, if yours are half worn on one side and full on the other, you can cross swap them over. You can do whatever you want. But once you got them off, do yourself a favour. If you're taking them off, pull your axle out and change that genuine axle seal to prevent oil getting to the bearing, and pull your ABS sensor out and change that O-ring. More info soon, as I've been discussing. But what I'm going to do, as I've explained, and I'll do it again just to be clear, plenty of meat on that one, plenty of meat on that one. So I'm just going to swap this one and this one, which means I'm going to use 2 of those, which means I'll get 2 for the price of 1, because next time they're worn like this, I'll still have 2 in the box for my car, or for my other car, or for your car, whatever, right? So these, you might want to grab a set if you think you're ever going to do yet. It's a combo deal, right? Axle bearing kits from me with a genuine seal, brake shoes from LSI Auto, O-rings, I'll just throw them in with the axle kit, the ABS O-rings. They'll be included with my axle kit from now on. Once I confirm the size of the O-ring, just message me. They're included only if you ask for them, okay? So say, hey, Ant, been watching all your videos. I'm going to do my rear axle bearings as prevention, or, oh, they're a little bit rumbly, so it's time to change them, or I've had a look at it since I watched your video, and inside the ABS was full of water. It gives me good feedback to share info with everyone. It was full of water and rust in there, or it was full of oil. If the ABS sensor, these ones, if they come out covered in crud and dirt and everything, you've got an issue. They should come out clean like that. Not even really any dust. If you get any oil, any grease, anything other than what the previous person or you or Toyota's put on it, Toyota in Japan when they built the car, which is minimal, nothing, it should be clean. If you pull this out, which is easy to do, it's an easy check, careful with your plugs. Like I said, dirt, hard to unplug, take your time, nice and slow. Clean it first. Stick your bloody hose in there and wash all this dirt off. Spray some CRC all over everything, and carefully open the little tab on that plug there and get unplugged, take it out. And even if for now you haven't got the O-ring, put some grease like the Copperies, you know what we use, the Copperies, you know, Copperies, Penrite, all right? Get yourself a clay-based tub from Penrite. I don't care, no Penrite sponsorship here, whatever you want, right? But I just like the stuff. Yeah, if that's not clean, you got problems. So check it out. But our kit will be the rear wheel bearing kit with the genuine seals, with these O-rings once we source them, only if you ask for them. And the reason I say that is not to be smart or anything, but I just might forget to put them in. And if you ask for them, that'll remind me to make sure they're in the kit, that, you know, that I go through all the components, check all the components myself and repack them and make sure everything's there with the genuine seal, bada bing, in my package to get to you without any damage. And it takes time to pack these things to be able to ship them. So, you know, and shipping cost and whatever. So it does vary a little bit. Oh, in case you waited to the end of the video, it's about 800 bucks worth. Ballpark number. It might be 880. I've got to check the price. We've got the genuine seals. We've got to add the O-rings now. They're going to cost me about 50 cents each. You know, it gets expensive. I'm being sarcastic. No, they'll be just free, right? If you come to the workshop here for anything, you can say, hey, Ann, you got a couple of those O-rings? You can just have them, right? If you come here for parts, or you come here to book into the Proto Hospital to get something done, whatever it may be, you can have those as long as I've got them in stock, and I'll grab some more. But I've got to confirm the size first. They only had one in stock, so I'm going to replace this one. I'm going to compare it a lot to this one, and this one is looking like it's been problematic for years, to be honest. That looks like it's just completely lost. Have a look at it, everybody. All right? It's just lost the outside. It's not round. It's not an O-ring. It's flogged. That is one flogged O-ring. Compare it to this one. See, it's kind of like round, smooth on the outside still. Right? Interesting stuff. Anyway, this has been another information brought to you by 4x4 Diesel, and it's for the winners that watch the videos to the end that want to look after their vehicles and save money and value for money options like just changing out this. They'll go in the bin, and bada bing, bada boomski. Just to be clear, this is our spares. They'll stay in the box ready for next time. You can tap the pins out and use them on any side if you like, or whatever you want. You can see this is going to be the replacement. You can see mirror image, they're exactly the same. This is the rubbish that's going to go in the bin any minute. Rubbish, and that's the other side. Bloody beautiful. I think we'll wrap this one up. I've given you enough information in this video. Subscribe, turn the bell on if you want more, and we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.